and all day and everything he sees is just blue. Um, there is a great fable about a large man who lives in a blue house with a blue window, and everything he sees just blue, inside and out. Oh, I actually feel. I feel bad. I feel really bad about saying a bad thing about Lady Denise. Look, I'm sure that Lady Denise, when they were a young girl, like all of us, aren't we young and youthful? I'm sure that they were like, oh, I wish I could be friends with a Slovenian woman from Ljubljana. I wish I could be friends with the first head of the state of the United States of America. I could become friends with with Fillmore Adams, with with Fillmore Fillmore Phillips. Yes, that was the 11th president of the United States of America. Now, that was fiction. Yet, for example, yes, Fillmore from the South. Oh no, Denise was the niece. There's like, well, what name should I assume? Should I be called Stout, or should I be called? And it was just such a nice person. I feel bad for insulting them. I always have this thing, because, well, I guess I wonder if Sir Gemini is the same. Oh, see, I have a pendant of the Gemini constellation. I have the constellation Gemini, and right here is Aquarius naturally, and everything I see is blue, and inside and outside my mouth is covered with the sandwich. But this bar, I remember sitting here 12 years ago. Oh yes, it's so magical. I was sitting here, I was like, Yosef Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Kol Israel. And I was talking with Rabbi Akiva, and Rabbi Akiva, like, Rabbi Akiva, I love Rabbi Akiva. I went, I've been spending time in their home, Rabbi Akiva, but he had a rabbinical simcha. They didn't tell me about it. I was like, well, I've been living in London for 2 past years. I lived in London. I was like, well, why are you taking off your shoes? Because then I talked to my German friend. In Poland, I'm a Swede. I'm a Norwegian Swede from the Faroe Islands, and I pay my taxes in the Seychelles. But I talked to my German friend who looked like a large bear, but they were another case of a Yaakov situation. And they told me, what did they say about? I don't usually, what have I said? Well, that Metro Goldwyn Mayer is happy and they're going to the Sunshine State, where they must have big taxes because everyone, no, in California, everyone is a million. Oh, yes, I was saying, I'm sure that a person, look, nice English girl who spent time in London, oh yeah, oh no, but Rabbi Akiva was like, well, I spent the past 2 years. Oh yeah, and he was taking off his shoes. I was meeting them, and they're like, I would like to drink Lipton tea in the Penn State, in Penn State, in Pennsylvania State. That was actually Roosevelt, Professor Roosevelt from Con Law, from Constitution Law. And look, everywhere we place Lady Denise. It was like, I'm sure, like, Lady Denise must have been the translator, Kate Winslet, and the translator said, well, I would like to become friends with a Slovenian because they're so sweet. They have like beautiful blonde hair, and they have those gorgeous smiles. I would like to become any way that is possible for me. I would like to become friends with them, and I'm sure. And like, Steve was like, I don't differentiate between Greece and Georgia. I mean, Georgia, yeah, Peach State. Yeah, but it was it was definitely worthwhile. I went on a date to the movies, and I seen a horror film. It was good. Oh yeah, and after that horror film, it was like with the scene with the Australian. Everyone loves Australians. It was like the scene from the Australian. The film, not the film of the Australia, but the scene Australian, Have you seen those, Berlin? That in Carson City, in Land of Enchantment, and also that, no, this is a zenith point of zero. I've done that with the New Jersey from Nassau Street, where Albert Einstein lived, in Princeton Town. I've done that lap dance with this Stach, my friend Stach, from the family, one family Stach and Erich, and then Yaakov. I've dated Yaakov 3 times in 3 different personas. One was Matthew Goodman Richmond, who was a great fan. American men are so nice. They're like the Prince Charmings. They like to appear as someone who's extremely Sharmansky, which means that they want to become the hero, and they are. I love American men, especially white men. I love white American men. Yes, yeah, it's great. I love being single, and I whenever put my status in airplane tickets, I've been single, never married. Oh yeah, I've been married to Mark. Well, it was not Zachary Taylor. Zachary Taylor I was like, well, would you like to have a slave? He's like, no, like a slave? I was like, yeah, sure. Slave, yeah, I want to have a slave. Not a boy, I want to have a slave. No, but those are private relations. So yeah, I feel bad about insulting everyone. There was this law professor from the capital of Mombasa, from Kenya, and they were wearing a lot of jewelry. They had like plenty of jewelry, and their soles of their feet were white, like they were white, just like our Mexicans. If your feet are white, they're not olive color, then you must be Creole. Are you Creole? Are you from Jamaica? Are you Jamaican? Mano arriba. Oh no, I'm saying, what am I saying? Yes, I'm very happy. I'm going to the movie theater. I should be on my way to wipe my face from the sandwich. But it's a very royal sandwich. It's very good. It's a very tasty sandwich. It was very good. I wiped my face. Whatever. Yeah. Those earrings, simple. I bought these in Raven. Today's Raven stars today. These I bought. They have the self-extermination. I never exterminated myself. Just because my moon sign is in Scorpio, which starts today, does not mean that I'm a person who believes in murder and manslaughter, advanced manslaughter. No.